Bloody newspapers. Bloody rubbish they print.
Well, you don't believe everything you read in them, do you? No, Mr. Garnett. They all got their own different news, ain't they? That one you're reading, that Daily Mirror, that's got one lot of news. This one here, your Daily Express, that's got another lot of news, which is just the opposite. Your one, the Mirror, that says that Mrs. Thatcher's ruining the country, making everybody unemployed and bankrupting people, whereas this one, the Express, this says that she's doing all right. And making people unemployed and getting them bankrupt is good for our country.
There's no harm making people unemployed, is there? Most of them don't do any work when they are employed. And then, put them out of work, and they're too bloody idle to get off their bums, walk down the labour exchange and pick up the dole money. No, got to have it sent to them now. Bloody hell! There's no sugar in this. Hey, you won't put no sugar in this.
Surely there is something you can do for yourself. Well, my Bert always used to say the trouble with us was that we didn't buy enough British. He said that in the olden days, we always used to buy British. We would not buy foreign. In them days, do you know that if it had foreign on it, or made in Japan, made in Germany, then we simply didn't used to buy it? He said that the Germans used to. He said they used to put poison paint on little children's toys, they did, so to kill them off, like. So when they, you know, they next made war on us, we wouldn't have no young people, see, to put in our armies, like.
Trouble is about buying British, my dear. We don't make enough British for anyone to buy. That's the trouble. I mean, I'm all against the foreign rubbish coming into the country. Toys, cars, all people. See, where we went wrong was in the last war, wasn't it? Should have dropped a few more atom bombs on them Jacks. Could have wiped the grin off their faces. Might have sodded up the car tray for them and all. But, as the leader, as Margaret Thatcher said only the other day, if our British workers are too bloody lazy to compete with your foreign workers, then this country's bound to get flooded with your foreign goods.
And that's going to make even more unemployment, isn't it?
Seems that's all we're any good at these days, isn't it? Making unemployment.
Mrs. Thatcher's very good at it. Seems to be the only thing she is any good at.
No, you don't understand economics.
Don't I? Well, the way Mrs. Thatcher's going, there soon won't be no foreign goods or any other sort of goods in the shop, because nobody won't be able to afford to buy them. Well, we won't have no inflation then either, because you can't have that, can you? Not if you ain't got no money. There'd be no shops open. Oh, well, they couldn't afford to open, could they? If people's got no money to spend in them. Be funny, wouldn't it? Be like having a Sunday every day. Except there won't be no churches open. No, of course not. Of course, same as the shops, see. It isn't worth their while to open if nobody's got no money to put in their collecting plate. Well, they've got to earn a living, I suppose, like everybody else. There won't be no adverts on the telly. Well, there's no point in advertising things what people can't afford to buy, is there? Well, there won't be no telly. Of course, no one will be able to afford to pay the licence. No, won't be able to afford the electricity to turn it on with. No, we'll all have to sit in the dark. There won't be no trains. No. No, we'll all be stuck where we are, Mr. Garnett, unable to move. Won't be no football. Or if there is, you won't be able to travel to see it. I suppose the teams could play at home. Well, they couldn't play away. No, not without trains or buses. Or if they could play, nobody'd be able to watch it. No, because they couldn't afford to pay to get in there. Couldn't show it on TV. No, because there wouldn't be any. And they wouldn't have no newspapers to read about it in. The world could end and nobody would know. And all because of Maggie Thatcher.
Shut up! Nothing to do with that woman, is it? The bloody unions, they're the ones I blame, and the newspapers. Bloody rubbish they print. They're moaning about Russia wanting to march into Poland.
I thought you didn't like the Russians.
The more I don't, but you can learn off anyone. You can even learn off the devil sometimes.
You seem to have the way you talk sometimes.
I don't see no harm in that. Take a leaf out of their book. You see, you Russians want to march into Poland and smash up their trade unions. It's what we ought to have done in this country years ago, if only we had any decent leaders. It says here, it says, yeah, you Russians are determined that their empire will never suffer from the virus of liberalism. Bloody right, too. What we ought to have done when we had our empire, we should have made sure that our empire did not suffer from the virus of liberalism. Exterminate liberalism before he gets a chance to get hold of us. Who the bloody hell's that?
Open the door and you'll see. I'll go.
Is anybody selling anything? Tell him he can...
Yes.
Oh, go and answer the door. Bloody women.
You seem to like them as prime ministers.
No, I don't. It's the trouble with the country today, isn't it? Putting a bloody woman in charge. I mean, there's bloody women everywhere.
It's a milkman.
What's he delivering letters now, is he?
Oh, it's from your Rita. Says she's coming down on Sunday. She's bringing your grandson, Mr. Garnett. That's nice, isn't it? They're catching the 10 to 10 train. Be here in time for lunch. Oh, it's for me, isn't it? Oh, yes. I must have opened it by mistake.
By mistake? What do you mean, by mistake? You can read, can't you?
Not without me glasses, Mr. Garnett.
But you're wearing your glasses, aren't you?
Oh, am I? Oh, do you know, sometimes my eyesight's so bad that sometimes if I didn't feel them on my nose, I wouldn't know whether I had them on or whether I hadn't.
But you managed to read the bleeding letter all right, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I like reading letters.
And the address? What did the address say? Who was it addressed to?
Well, us, wasn't it? It was addressed to us.
Us?
Yes, us.
Mrs. Alfred
Garnett.
Yes, Mrs. Alfred Garnett.
Yes, I know. That is what I said. Us.
No, not us. Mrs. Alfred Garnett.
Well, that is us, isn't it?
No, it ain't bloody well us.
Well, it come here, didn't it? The postman, he pushed it through our letterbox. It was sent to us, I was sure it was. Look here, look. Mrs. Alfred Garnett. That is us, isn't it? That's us.
Yes. This is us. Us. But not you. You are not Mrs. Alfred Garnett. Not.
I know I'm not. And I'm sodding pleased I'm not, if you don't mind me saying so.
So am I. So am I.
What?
Sodding pleased you ain't Mrs. Alfred Garnett. Look, when someone writes a letter, they put the name and the address of the person they want to receive that letter on the envelope, right? Then they nick it. And they seal it down. And then they put a stamp on it. And on the stamp, there is a photograph of Her Majesty the Queen looking sideways. So's even she can't see what's in that letter. Because it's bloody private!
You've got 50p.
Hey?
For the milkman. You owe me 50p and I'm 50p short on his bill.
Oh, well, better write him out a cheque, I suppose.
Oh, you've got one of them, have you now? That's posh, isn't it?
It's handy. It's your Barclays, isn't it? Got a card with it and all, see? Look at that. It's real plastic. There. Saves having to carry money about with you, see? I mean, none of your millionaires, none of your royals. I mean, Her Majesty the Queen. She don't carry money about with her.
Has she got a Barclay card too? Will he take this?
Of course he will. It's your Barclays, isn't it?
What, for 50p?
Anything.
Oh. That'll come in handy, Mr. Garnett, when, you know, like we were saying, we run out of money. Won't affect you, will it? Because you'll be able to use that.
Come on, Grandad, we got you. No, don't hit me. Don't hurt me, please. I'm an old man. Don't hurt me. I ain't got the money. Please don't hit me. I'll give you a cheque. What's your name? Have you got a pen? Don't hit me, please. I'll write you out a cheque. Don't hurt me. Help! Help! I'm being mugged. Help! Help! Come back here, you cowardly little swines. I'll give you try and mug me. I'll knock your bleeding heads off. Old as I am. You bloody little cowards. Come back here!
Oh, you're all right, whatever's the matter, sir.
The
You're
cowardly
all right.
little swine. You try to mug me.
Hello? What's going on?
Those boys, they tried to mug him, officer.
If you try and mug
know one of
me,
them.
you come back here. I didn't get a black belt for nothing, you know. Look, all I'm
Don't
saying...
go on, Pop.
I'm not going on.
Shut up.
All I'm saying...
Just don't go on.
Nobody's going on.
You're going on.
I'm not going on. All I'm saying...
Don't.
He's here.
At least he's got hair.
Look, he's sort...
What do you mean, Esau?
You know what I mean.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
I was mad, wasn't I?
I don't believe you.
I was mad, wasn't I?
So you say.
I bloody was.
He was brought home in a police car. How much they get off you?
Nothing.
Did they hurt you? Not a mark on him. He had a white face and was trembling.
Anger.
Looked more like fear to me.
Yeah, but they picked on the wrong one when they picked on me, didn't they?
Yes, because you saw him off, didn't you, Mr. Garney?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was one of his sort.
What do you mean, Esau? He's not a mugger. Just because young lads go around dressed in a different way to your generation, it doesn't make them criminals.
We didn't go around wearing dogs' collars and bloody safety pins stuck for our noses and feathers hanging out of our ears and our heads painted all different colours. Look at him. Can't he sit still? What's the matter? He's got piles or something. What does he bloody look like? He's more like a bloody red Indian than a human being.
You make me sick, you do. They are nice colours, Mr. Garney. The red, white and blue. It's patriotic.
I'm patriotic, but I don't paint my head red, white and blue, do I? Look at him. He's been here 4 hours. He ain't said a bloody word yet.
Bless him.
Sits there with them things stuck on his ears, twitching.
Leave him alone.
Look, I'm entitled. He's my grandson, and
He's my son.
you're my daughter.
Don't rub it in.
Oh. Yes. Marvellous, isn't it, eh? Struggle all your life to bring them up decent. Oh, dear, yes. Work your fingers to the bone to give them a good start in life. Provide them with the best of everything. I've done my best to try to install some values into her.
Oh, God almighty, Uncle's talking about values. The most bigoted, the most prejudiced. Stuff your values.
I brought you up to be respectable and to believe in God.
And you can stuff your God,
Oh,
too.
may God forgive
because
you.
If your God is anything like the way you describe it, you make him sound worse than Hitler. Because if you don't do everything the way your God wants it, he either tortures you for eternity or stuffs you on a big fire. Charming person, I must say. About as charming as he is. Look, his generation might kick over the traces a bit. That might cause a bit of aggro. There might be a few hooligans among them.
A few? They've got season tickets down at West Ham now.
But it's only caused through frustration, because, let's face it, there's not much for them to look forward to in this society, which your generation helped to create.
Listen.
No, shut up. You listen.
Don't point at me.
You listen. They also don't kill off millions and millions of people in bloody senseless wars, do they?
Look, dear, all I was...
Just don't go on.
All I'm...
Just don't go on.
I'm not going on!
Shut up. Here, it's finished. I've done it. It has a good appetite.
Where's my pin? How can I eat Winkles without a pin?
Now, Grandad.
Suit yourself. Is that all he does all day? Sit there with them bloody things stuck on his head?
Oh, don't start again. He's wrapped up in his music.
Music? Bloody rubbish.
Anything you don't like or can't understand is rubbish to you.
Don't talk in your mouth, fool.
When I was a kid, everything I listened to or did or thought was rubbish to you. I wonder what rubbish you listened to when you was young. I wonder what rubbish you thought then. I know what rubbish you think now. Yeah?
I don't think he ever was young. He never listened to music or anything. All he ever did was stand about on street corners with a lot of other yobbos and annoy people, throwing stones at dogs,
tying tin cans to cat's tails.
I can remember you when you was young, Mr. Garnet. Old Dewdrop, they used to call him. Yeah, 'cause he always had one hanging off the end of his nose.
Shut up!
He never used handkerchief, only his cuff.
It's like his dad. Coat sleeve Charlie, they used to call him.
All right, I'll go.
Don't know why I ever married into that family. I must have been mad.
Your family was nothing much to write home about.
It's the vicar.
Well, tell him to sod off. Only time you ever see him is when they're on the bloody hero. Bloody vicars, bloody churches. They talk about God, they do, as if he was some kind of special mate of theirs, as if it was him what's giving their jobs. Make me sick, they do. None of them's ever met him. Bloody sky pilots. Oh, blimey. They ought to make them unemployed. Here, Maggie Thatcher ought to make them redundant and all, hey? Afternoon, Vic. I just... you collect things?
I understand that you have accused several of my choir boys of attempting to mug you.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I was mugged,
Oh,
yeah.
no, you were not, Mr. Garnet. My young lads were doing their good deed for the day, helping the old folk here to cross the road in safety. They took you by the arm to assist you. But, according to them, you immediately became panic-stricken and began screaming for help and beseeched them not to hurt you. Don't hit me, you begged. I'm an old man. Then, after telling them you had no money, you offered them a cheque and fell to your knees in the road, pleading with them not to hurt you. Well, naturally, they were terrified by your so very obvious misunderstanding of the moment that they ran away. Now, these boys are of good character, and I must ask you to drop these most ridiculous charges otherwise. Action will be taken against you by their parents. Good day.
Offer them a cheque! Did you tell them you had a partner?
Bloody row.
Coming for a walk on the front?
Oh, no thanks, Mum.
Oh, it speaks, it speaks.
Come on, we come all this way to the seaside. We might as well go for a walk on the front, get some fresh air.
Oh, no thanks. Oh, give me the willies looking at all them old wrinkles creeping about. I hope I don't get old like Grandad. End of the line there, innit? Last stop before eternity. Here, Grandad, do they still have them wheelchair races down the front, do they? Do you go in for them, do ya?
Wyatt! Oh, he's so cheeky. I don't know what to do with him sometimes.
I know what I'd bloody do with him.
Here, Grandad, my mate says all the old ones come down here to Eastbourne like elephants to their burial grounds. And he says the council's run out of grand for graveyards, so they're burying them at sea now, he says. He says they bury them by the boatload. He says, my mate, he says, all them white buildings down the front, they're hotels, aren't they? Yeah. Well, he says they remind him of them tombs like they used to bury the ancient Egyptians in. And he says all the hotels down here now make all the old ones like Grandad. He says they make them pay in advance now, he says. 'Cause he says they used to get stung by the old ones, them hotels did. Yeah, they used to book in, like. And halfway through the week, they'd sort of pass away without paying their bills, see? It was an old dodger, he says. Some of the old ones, crafty ones, they used to come down here to Eastbourne, book into one of the hotels and die before the end of the week. Bloody crafty old sods. Used to get their last few days here on Earth for nothing.
Well, he don't talk much, but when he does...
We haven't got long. I'm just going to say goodbye to Dad. Mike, come on. Dad! Dad! You little sod! Oh, I'll give you such a clout when I get you home.
Well, you and Dad did it once. You told me. You drew a face on his head and let him go to the pub like it. You and Dad are always laughing about it.
Wyatt!
Oh, you're back, are you?
Dad, we've got to go, because otherwise we'll miss our train.
Oh, I'll walk up the station with you.
No, don't.
You'll fancy your life,
No, you
no?
shouldn't, no.
Yes.
We'll all go, be a bit of fun.